Hey guys, how you doing? This is Coach Scott. I want to do a real quick video, just a review for everybody that hopefully will get it. And it's pretty much how do we go from grams to moles? How do we convert something from, if I'm giving a certain amount of mass of a chemical, how do I find how many little particles, all right, are in that? Again, grams we use for mass, moles we use for how many. And again, if I've got a certain amount of stuff in there, right? Little bitty balls, and these little balls have a mass. So these are 4 balls, and let's say they have a mass of 1 gram. That means those 4 balls will be 4 grams. Okay, so if I know that one of those little balls has a mass of 10.81, I'm talking about boron, B has a mass of 10.81 AMU, that means 1 little particle of boron is 10.81. Now if I've got 10 of those, that means it has a mass of 100.81 or 108.1. So we use the mole, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, which is a really big number. A number that no one can really totally understand. It is so huge. Oh my gosh. There's no way we can fathom it. So just know that there is a certain big number of atoms or molecules or whatever in a mole. There's a bunch of them. Okay? And we know that the mass of 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is 1.008. Got it from my periodic table. So that's what we're dealing with there, right? So just know what we're doing here. So, erase that. Let's say, for instance, I've got calcium chloride, CaCl2. How do I know it's Cl2? Well, I know that calcium's in group 2, so that's got a +2. Chlorine's in group 17, it's got a -1. I need 2 of those. I'm good to go. Write that down. So let's say I've got 25 grams. 25 grams of CaCl2. So if I was to ask how many moles are in 25 grams of CaCl2, now I need to know something. I need to know what the molar mass is. How do I get the molar mass? I can't memorize it. I've got to look on the periodic table. So I see that calcium, 1 mole of it has a mass of 40 point, I'm going to do it like this. So that's 40.078 grams. 1 mole of calcium is 40.078 grams. Okay, cool. So 1 mole of chlorine, I've got 1 of those. Let's say 1. 1 mole of chlorine has a mass, of getting this from the periodic table, has a mass of 35.45. Grams, 5 grams. Now I've got 2 of those. So I got a total of 3 atoms, but it doesn't matter. 2 of those atoms have a different mass. So 40.078, well, that's pretty simple. It's 40.078 grams. To get 1 mole, I don't know what I just did. 40.078 grams. So 2 moles of chlorine is 2 times 35.45. Got my calculator going on. That's 70.079 grams. 70.9 grams. So, to get the molar mass of CaCl2, all I've got to do is add these up. So 70.9 plus 40.08. So I get 110.978 grams for every 1 mole. Okay. So, my question is, how many moles are in 25 grams of calcium chloride? So I know what the molar mass is now of calcium chloride. It's 110.978. So let's see. I'm going to do a little trick here. So this is what I've got, and it's in grams. So whatever's right there, this is what the question gave me, 25 grams. I'm just going to write a G there. So whatever I see right here on this cross, then I'm going to write that here. So I know that it's 110.978 grams for every 1 mole. So I'm going to put my G down here. So that's 110.978 grams for 1 mole. I'm going to write 1 mole right there. Now, I'm going to put the molar mass, 110.978 grams. Got it right there. So that means, I write by 25, that means to go from grams to moles, I can memorize it, but I don't need to. I just write my little plus sign right there. So that means I got to take 25 and divide by 110.978. And I got 0.225 moles. Okay. Okay, I've got another question. How many grams are in 10 moles of calcium chloride? 10 moles. How many grams? CaCl2. Use the same thing here. So I'm going to write mole right here. I'm going to make my plus sign. Let me get my eraser, man. Alright. I'm going to make my plus sign right there. And then I'm going to write mole right there. Now, I'm going to put 1 mole here. Now, there's 110 grams, 110.978 grams for every 1 mole. So my grams go on top because it's 1 mole has 110.978 grams. Or there's 110.978 grams in 1 mole. It's called a ratio. The molar ratio, the molar mass, whatever you want to call it. So now it said how many grams are in 10 moles. So now all I got to do is multiply 10 times 110.978, or 1109.78 grams. Calcium chloride or in 10 moles. So if you think that this is really a multiplication sign, here I'm going from grams to moles. I'm going to multiply 25 grams by the ratio of 1 mole over 110.978. If I've got moles, I'm going to multiply 10 moles times 110.978 grams for every 1 mole. Here, 25 grams times the ratio of 1 mole over 110.978. I'm just using my ratio. So I don't think that's too hard. I think you guys got it. So anyway, Guys, this is Coach Scott saying have a great evening and hullabaloo, connect, connect.